Gemini, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Eccentric RockStar'Seed, and I have another intuitive message for you today. We'll see what happens in this reading. Keep in mind, take what resonates, leave what does not. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Now I just split that deck. It was the Hierophant and the Devil in reverse. Now I just split the deck again, and you got the Hierophant and the Emperor in reverse. These give me counterparts. And what stuck out to me was the snowflake crystal right here. So this is, I don't know if what this is a battle of. Because the Emperor, and these are two major arcanas, but one is more closer to Hermit, or needing to go into, I don't think they reached the point yet, but they're in the reverse. I feel like this one's rising up with the Hierophant. But y'all are energetically tied together somehow. I think these are counterparts. And this could be a woman and a man. But this man, this one's in reverse. This one's in their shadow side, this one's in their upright. And then you got the Three of Pentacles in reverse on the bottom. Global success with the world. But this Gemini, what do we need to know in Gemini season, or what does Gemini need to know? I heard nothing. This is a period, just period. That stops right there with that. I cherish every cell in my body. That's an attack of some sort, because this is like you taking such good care of yourself. It's counteracting anything set out for you. And I bring peace with me wherever I go. All that I love is more important to me than all that I fear. It looked like you're teaching somebody a valuable lesson. And then it's something else about the cells again. Every cell in my body is conscious. That's why you cherish it. And communicates with each positive thought I have. That's why you're carrying on the Hierophant. And then again, they go that compassion again. Okay. Shuffle for Gemini. Now the Emperor in reverse is a tyrant. A bad husband, a bad parent, a bad boss. Clearly. The Hierophant in the upright is somebody who's ethereal, smart in religion, smart in the streets. A balance of both. This gives me counteract. So this Hierophant is counteracting this Emperor, or this Emperor is counteracting the Hierophant. You're counteracting each other right now. It looked like a something with the battle of the wits. Battle of the will. Battle, if you will. Look, they're not flying out, so I'm just going to pick one. Today is the best day to start pursuing your dreams. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next year, or when you retire. Today. Focus your thoughts and intentions towards your dreams today, and you are already on your way. If this were your last day alive, what would you have done differently? You still have a chance to do things differently. I don't know if this is a warning to this emperor. Okay, now we got something flying out. We are offered advice from all directions on how to best live our lives. The best way for you is to choose yourself again and again every morning. That's a little distorted for one. And this is what this Emperor in reverse is teaching this Hierophant is to choose yourself. Because they're doing what they want to do and it's disrespecting you if you choose to stay close to them. It goes against your principles, morals, ethics, and beliefs. So it sounds like there's no excuse to be around this Emperor in reverse. It's obviously unaligned. These are not two strong leaders right now. Okay, this wanted to fly out. Don't force things to happen when you want them to happen. Let things unfold, and when you and the world are ready for them, be patient. You're not ready for this Emperor. This Emperor is not ready for you. This Emperor is not more important than you. You know what this is too? This is like satanic versus the Most High. You got two avenues right here, clearly. O you who arrange for Yusuf alayhi salam, arrange my affairs for me, fix my conditions, and provide for me, O Lord, and protect me from the evil of your creation. O Allah, fulfill my need, relieve my distress, and relieve my anxiety, O Lord. Amen. Now, the playful words about relieving the distress and the anxiety, that's what's going to happen if you don't get away from this Emperor. Or had you not have separated from this Emperor. Okay. I don't know if this wanted to be in reverse. There's Knight of Wands. This is a Princess of Cups. So this is a younger female catering to the needs of this Emperor in reverse. What else? But when the Cups is in reverse, that's insecure, manipulative, emotionally manipulative, or emotionally blocked off. They don't value themselves. But it seemed like their behavior, they're coming up as a Knight of Wands, so they're selling themselves short to this Emperor in reverse. So I don't know who's manipulating who. The Emperor is more mature, so they probably have some leeway with that. But this is like, could be sexual based with the Knight of Wands in the upright. This is my Jinn card. So this is somebody could be battling their addictions, because when before I flipped these out, it was the Devil in reverse and the Hierophant. And then I kept shuffling, it became the Emperor in reverse. But the Devil in reverse is like kicking addictions, but in this intuitive message, it's overkill with the addictions. Or the Emperor is on his way to removing himself from his addictions. This Emperor could be a water sign. So this is the energy they're in, and that distorted feminine energy. Or this is the people that he chooses to keep around him. He's attracting because he's the Emperor in reverse. You know what this is giving me too? These Emperor in reverse is trying to pass themselves off. They still have this fabulous cover or the respect of the people. Or the people still hold this person up to higher standards, like a Hierophant. When in actuality, he's an Emperor in reverse. And what I also get from it is this person is living by the applause a lot. When you look at the Knight of Wands and the Page of Cups in reverse, is jealousy, insecurity. So this person could be acting and feeling, interacting from an insecure plate, from an insecure space, or it seemed like their position in the community has become more important than home. Or when they go home, it's like they're this way in public and this way in private. So they have a good storefront, and then they're a monster behind the scenes, a dark cloud. Yeah. It's something that's about to be exposed. When I look at this, all that I love is more important to me than all that I fear. This person loves their position. This person loves the attention. With the Knight of Wands, that says rock star there. To the point where they manipulate other people's emotions. They pull on other people's emotions and blocked off from their moral compass. This is a lack of moral compass. Again, you can talk to somebody until they're blue in the face, but until they're ready to receive the information, they won't. This is not very good receptive energy. This is very distorted feminine. This is also one person. It could be split into two, but I mean, this is one soul split into two. There's no urgent message with this reading. The Magician is in reverse. Tricky. Very tricky. I said manipulative. Let's put these up here. We'll put these right here. Put these right here. Let me put these right here. Excuse that. I mentioned something about the snowflake crystal. So something about tranquility, mental clarity, creativity, physical healing, grounding, and psychic guidance is at play. Is what's being compromised. Do I need another deck? Because it's not here. Yeah, I'm gonna get a different deck. Wow. The Queen of Cups is in reverse. A lack of peace, a lack of therapy, not nurturing, not kind, not empathic, not compassionate. The Ten of Pentacles is in reverse too. And behind that is the Seven of Pentacles, which is a failure. Reaping what you sow. Seven Pentacles, failure. Somebody has feelings of failure. There's no wealth. I have no Queen of Cups. This is how someone's secretly doing now that you turned your back on them. They went numb. I hear feelings of impervious. I'm feeling impervious. Okay. Where do you come in at, Gemini? Well, no. As soon as I asked about you, it was like, well, I was waiting for you to talk to me. When you bring it all about me, that's when I come out. You're showing up as the World and the Six of Wands. Woo, everybody give Gemini a round of applause. All right. Okay. I'm not mad. Okay. You are the World and the Six of Wands. Here we go. So you're working your way up. The World card is a completion. That's obviously global success, internet success. Six of Wands. The universe, which would be God. Okay? I call it the universe to me is God. That's a completion. Something ended. And you are successful. Like you have a victory. Oh my goodness. Gemini, your counterpart they have to go back. I keep hearing they have to go back. Go back to what though? They have to go back. That's a long look. That's the first 22 cards of a tarot deck. You're at the end of the major spiritual evolution. It's like you successfully graduated and completed something. It's a spiritual journey. You completed this phase of it, on to the next. You're being celebrated by the Most High. You completed, like that's the finish line. That's the world. Can you see it on camera? Can you? Can you? Okay. But now that I look at the Hierophant, he feels some type of way. The Emperor's in reverse, and that's what he's hiding. It's like somebody who's become overly dependent or emotionally codependent on his position. It's like a thing where it's like I'm struggling and I'm holding on to my position. Wow. Well, when I split the deck, you have new beginnings and you have hope. Yeah, it's a new beginning for you. You earned something. I'm gonna get two more for Gemini. Something tells me your counterpart feels bad. They're not around nobody who could check them. Ooh, okay. I don't think you want to see your counterpart right now. I don't think you need to see your counterpart right now. See that? Abundance and celebration. I'm not going to say anything to pull your mood down because it's not time for that. Someone is imbalanced and their intuition is blocked. They are. The Emperor in reverse is a coward. The Emperor in reverse is they have no follow through. Okay? An Emperor takes action. He's not even attractive right now. Look at them together. When you put that together, you look at the energy, he's upside down right now. He's emotionally out of whack. That's why this what is this? It's like two Queens of Cups or Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is in it would be like a seducer in the upright, but it's not the costume designer. This is lacking creativity. So that's like a heart chakra is blocked, sacral chakra is blocked. Feelings of inadequacy. Knight of Wands is in the upright. It's like when you put this together, you put these two together, it's like he's holding on for dear life. He's struggling. You see that? You look at that together, but then when you put these two together, this is the truth. This is what's behind that fabulous cover. And then you have the Magician is in reverse. Told you about somebody not being very honest. Well, else tell me why. Because all the while, your new beginnings are optimism and hope. You see those pentacles and stuff she has back there? Someone has really long hair or they sell hair. New beginnings. Something's about to take off for you. Celebration. You have victory. You have all this positive shit on your side. Abundance. This is giving me waiting to exhale. The husband who tried to leave her for his mistress at work, and he was battling out in court. When she started going through the divorce process, she had a lawyer who found out he had all this hidden money. He was hiding money. He had all these properties elsewhere, cars. Like, he had a life she ain't know nothing about. It was a valuable lesson for her because she gave him full control and he took full advantage of her, cheating on her, and then left her like, I'm leaving you for her. You know, she went through that whole movie struggling until she started standing up for herself. You dig? But she got her justice in the end. I feel like that's something like that. She said, I'm not going to lie to you. We're in for a fight. And she had to tell her, I'm not trying to get rich. I just want to be able to take care of my children. She got way more than taking care of her children. They found all this stuff, all this money, all this hidden money, and he had to give her a nice chunk of it, to the point where he's sitting in court looking crazy. All he could do was shake her hand, because he played the shit out of her. You reap what you sow. What don't come out in the wash always comes out in the rinse. So that's what it's giving me right now. What's the Magician? We started off with these two. And this is how he's doing. Give me one more for how he's doing. One more. I need one more. There. I wanted to fly out. Damn. The Justice is in reverse. Karma. Alright. Even the Prince of Cups is in reverse. So now you got the King and Queen of Cups is in reverse. So and that's the truth. Ace of Wands. Three of Cups in reverse. Knight of Cups in the upright. He's trying to save face. He really fucked up. Like, somebody's down bad. Alright. What was I do here? That's what I'm hearing. He has to go back. He has to go back. It just didn't sink into him what this was until it was too late. Like, you went ahead and you have a victory. Like, you're getting notoriety. I feel like he played for the wrong team. Somebody who is supposed to be multifaceted and multi-talented, he chose that over you. That was his karma. It's like, this is law. This is like criminating. This is an injustice. This is him. You made a choice to go on the wrong side of the law, and you're made to stay there. So he could have broke he could have broke spiritual laws if it's not the actual laws, the tangible laws of the country. Being a liar and a manipulator. The Justice and the Magician is in reverse. Maybe his status, he thought he could do that with his status, or he attracted a dirty Diana due to his status with the Knight of Wands. And this is like somebody who, you know how those pick me type girls, oh, I got this going for me, I got that going for me, and they show you a little bit of what they did, but it's a project never really fully invested into, and he gets into it with this person only to find out this motherfucker been saying that for a whole 2 years, never touched it. It's something he didn't see until it was too late. It's giving bitter. Like, you ever take a Tylenol and a little ending residue of it, you go to swallow it, the ending, like the back of your tongue, a little bit of that bitter residue is on the back of your tongue. That's how it feels. All right, let's keep going. I started off a little slow. It's like the message is like point dot period. It's just period. That's it. That's the energy. Nothing wants to come out today. That's because nothing is said. Communication, confidence. The enchanter, deception, trickery. That matched the magician, for sure, for sure. He used his God-given talent to say, fuck you, I'm going to go play. This is that energy where there's a certain amount of abundance. This is only further amplified of him coming in contact with you. And because he came in, it's a heightened intuition, and now it's blocked. Creativity is blocked. He fell for a dirty Diana. But the reason why he fell for a dirty Diana, because he stole from you. That's why the justice is in reverse. Like he double cross. I feel like this is giving me double cross. This is also giving me double jeopardy. Somebody learned a lot while in jail about double jeopardy. You can't fake your death. You can't get in trouble for the same crime twice. As it pursues to death, you can't die twice. Or something like that. So there's something with illegal documents being signed about a death, about some money. And it was meant to be squandered because you stole it to begin with. So it was a fake luxury lifestyle being practiced in your name. That sounds very dramatic, but they couldn't take you out, so they start forging documents. I told you was protected. You have a victory in the universe. God is on your side. With the world, you reached, you have a honorable status. And this is obviously dishonorable. It just looks fabulous. But then when you switch it around, just like just like I said with these two, with them being the same soul, this is a counterpart. Now move this over and move this. This is public humiliation. This emperor in reverse. You dig? You see that? You have honor, they have humiliation. Public humiliation, especially with the justice being in reverse. We're offered all kinds of advice from all directions on how to live, how to best live our life. Well, who gave you that advice to do that to that person? They saw an opportunity. They saw money. He let somebody whisper some shit in his ear. Sit their stinking ass on his lap, on his face, whatever. Stupid. Rockstar. Sex, drugs, money. False sense of power. Don't force things to happen when you want them to. Let things unfold when you and the world are ready for them. So he stuck around long enough. He realized he was different around you. And so does other people. So does the people this is the people from your side. Realize who this person is to you, or got the stalking and found out. They fucked around and found out. And now he fucked around and found out. With the deception and trickery, communication. Somebody is a straight liar. Then you got foundation and community on top of the Princess of Cups. And the Muse. That's like my Three of Cups. Generosity and naivety. Didn't we see that Three of Cups in reverse in the other deck? And you see the community. Somebody tried to live a life, lead a fake, luxurious lifestyle. Look at this depiction on the foundation in the community. This like the pastors, the age-old story we always hear about the pastors taking the collection money and buying fancy cars and living in big houses while the community still struggles. You see what I'm saying? Or this is like a parent who looks better than their children. They dress to the T, but their children don't match how the parent look walking out the house. So the parent has on $600 pair of shoes or $600 pair of any fucking thing. You can have a $600 fucking watch on your arm, and your kids have $20 pair of shoes on. What the fuck? You think what I'm saying? Like, it don't match. Whatever it is, it don't match. The naivety. He fell for something. or he heard dollar signs and said we could do X. He plotted against you. He used your energy. He got wealthy off your energy, and now it's coming down. You're a criminal in the spiritual world, if not in real life. You could come to find out there are things in your name, there are checks written in your name or signed that were in your name, and somebody forged your signature and cashed them. You should see my face right now. All right, come on, let's keep going. So it's just, what's expected? What's to come of this? All that I love is more important to me than all that I fear. This person loves money and fear the idea of you finding out they did that shit, or fear the idea that y'all supposed to do something together. They fear self-love. That's why they ran away from you. Somebody made the mistake of thinking I could just seal the fate with this. I could do this thing and just duck and dodge because they can hide behind their position. Remind you, the emperor, the justice, and the magician is in reverse. So his talent, somebody has no talent, no integrity, no morals, no ethics, no belief. Straight kafir. But they're hiding behind a position. They're not what they cracked up to be. Something like that. Yeah, somebody, they stole money somehow, some way. Whether they stole it from you energetically or took something in your name or was a part of something in your name. The priest. That flipped over while I was shuffling the cards. That kind of goes with this. You see that? This card never came out in none of my readings before. Damn. What's on about him? The painter. This is you, Gemini. This is you. You put that together. The Hierophant, the priest, the productivity, the painter, productivity, creation with the world card. Like you're successful based off your creative endeavors. But you earned the respect. You earned respect somehow. Yeah, you're you don't want to talk today? For you two to have met, you reenacted something, but it was all God's plan. They were supposed to do something with you, not like dark arts or nothing like that, but they were supposed to work with you, and they stole it from you to go work with somebody else. So now their abilities is blocked, their honor is blocked, everything got stripped from them to give back to you. So, needless to say, before they met you, they was doing okay. They weren't doing bad, but they were doing okay. Once they met you, they took off. And they took off without you. They didn't want to give you your credit. So, needless to say, the abundance was with you. They were supposed to be celebrating with you. Okay? Everything, their new beginnings, was supposed to be with you. Now they got to pay that back. It's like writing $1 million check to the bank and cashing it, and it's a bad check. Now you gotta give all that money back. And you gotta serve federal time for that. That's what this is. Hold on, Gemini. Damn, somebody, you knew something was off and was interesting. I was about to say somebody was real fake. Hiding your true self, projection. They fake. I can't find what I'm looking for. There's something I need, and I can't find what I'm looking for. Where is it? All right, let's talk about it. Why is the orator? I was about to say orator. The orator. I think this person tried to avoid the consequences of their actions. They were trying to, it went right to the priest. Okay? If for the upright, the orator is doubting yourself is only holding you back. It's okay if you take a little longer to think about how to voice your needs and desires. Writing a script of how to ask for these things might even benefit you here. Be confident in taking up a space and letting your voice be heard. It's something they knew they should have said. They didn't have the confidence. But in reverse, it's like someone, perhaps even you, is saying things that aren't necessarily true. Their words are what they think others want to hear. Though there can be a kindness in white lies, you'll quickly become tangled in a net of your own making. Honesty is the best policy, and if you choose your words well, a hard truth doesn't have to be difficult to hear. So, needless to say, that the projection is they're patronizing you as if you're not being for real, as if you're not being honest about something. And I feel like they played in your face. It's like giving insult to intelligence. So that's that. And what's clarifying that is the deception and trickery, which is a bit self explanatory. However, you may be in a situation where you've been forced to deceive another. Now, see, why would they feel forced to deceive you? And whether it was intentional or not, you run the risk of being caught out in your lie. You could back away hoping that it will be forgotten about or resolve itself in time, but you run the danger of it spiraling out of control, or you can own up and take responsibility for your own actions. The decision is yours. Someone is scared to tell you the truth about something they did or something they know about and they were a part of it, but it's unintegral that they're not saying anything, they're just lying. Okay, but in the reverse, this addresses the repairing of relationships after the deception comes to light. You or someone you know may have had a truth of their deceit revealed, willingly or not, losing them the trust of others. Now is the chance to work together to reach a state of reconciliation. So what I'm getting from this is they was going to go along with this lie, and they were forced to admit it because it came out and they got publicly exposed. You see the emperor and the six of wands together. You see that? They're trying to hide behind that storefront. They're going to try to team up with you to fix the situation, or going to feel like they have to team up with you to fix the situation. Because now people are going to look at this emperor in reverse like, what the fuck? All this over a lie? You let this shit go this far? Like, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. And it's like losing respect. Obviously, the emperor, the justice, the magician, the knight of cups in reverse, that is not somebody you supposed is worthy of respect. That's somebody who's vile. You dig what I'm saying? Now, when you see a founder, to build a community, the foundation must first be laid. It's about what sort of person must you be to support those around you. Obviously, somebody of integrity and someone who's honest. Someone you know may be asking for help, but you may not be able to provide what they need right now. Assess whether you're the right person to assist them, and if not, work out why. What's holding you back from being the best support that you can be? Now is the time to address any unresolved feelings so that when you build the community, you can do it together. That's like after all the dirt then came out, all the rotten hearted shit then came out, and their integrity is ruined. Okay? And now it's like you gotta address the issue now. In order to move forward. Like you have to is not good. Like, this is like a full warning of something like is about to happen. Okay? Because now you got the muse further clarifying that. Now is the time to look beyond the bad news and embrace a little of that dreamer spirit. Any situation can be improved with hard work, but it also needs optimism, belief in the potential for a better outcome, especially if others believe in it too. Being jaded is for the world weary. Embrace positivity instead. Someone was too pessimistic, or the longer they were sitting on this farce ass persona, they became more and more pessimistic. Somebody wanted you to be more naive than you actually are. Because with the priest, like the overall, like to sum all this up, when you have the priest here, it's like in the upright, a difficult challenge has come and gone. And in its place is the promise of a new dawn. Within you is everything that you need to bring about your happiness. You are resilient, and every tragedy brings an important lesson. So have faith, and you will be rewarded. In the face of all the adversity and whatever the trials and tribulations consist of, you stood solid. So it just seemed like you still had this person's back even though they was stabbing you and yours. That's why you have honor and success. You have a lot of honor on your side. And you are worthy of respect. Hmm. So within you is a font of creativity waiting to burst forth. And this is not just the sort of creativity that requires a paintbrush or a pen, but the ability to bring about a vision, to know your own voice and what you bring into the world. Don't let anything hold you back. This is your chance to embrace that vision, to follow your instincts and bring about something beautiful and new. This sounds like you went ahead with something you knew you were supposed to do, and as promised, you were successful. You dig what I'm saying? This person reneged and turned back on their heels. They are not like you. They're not like us. Somebody needs to like really get off the pot. They have to come down off of who they thought they were, because it's not true. And you are accidentally proving it, maintaining integrity. To save face, because you have the Knight of Wands upright, that could be a immaturity for a mature man. That's immature. His ego is going to force him to feel like I can't beat her or beat him, so I have to join them to rebuild my image. But is it giving capitalists? Because at the same time, you hid your true self from Gemini. You dig? Or this is happening during Gemini season. It's being exposed during Gemini season. You hid your true self. You projected your insecurities onto Gemini like Gemini would sink your ship. But Gemini cherishes peace, and they bring peace with them everywhere they go. So it was that inner peace that Gemini was practicing that was counteracting the shit that was coming from you the whole fucking time. So let's get this straight. All the spiritual attacks, the gossip, the slander, the assassination of your character, Gemini. You mean to tell me all this came from a fucking Emperor in reverse? Came from this person right here, and it's getting exposed. It's like you let the other guy take the fall because it was easier to blame that other person. When it was you the whole fucking time, you kept this going as long as it did because it was you the whole time. Why? You dig what I'm saying? Radical thinking, radical changes, and taking control. Yeah, your energy is protected, Gemini. The waker. You got reflection, the reflection. Like you keep solid. Like you keep your head clear. You keep your intuition clear. Even though they was doing everything in the world to block that shit. Taylor. Manipulation and trickery, attention to detail, pride. They knew you were coming, And they were planning for you. It's like that. They want to take all the credit for your work. Somebody wanted to take all the credit for your work. But it didn't happen like that. You were too smart to let them beat you. Something like that. You're too quiet. You move in silence. That's why you don't let the left hand know what the right hand is doing, because they certainly would have drowned you or would have attempted to. For growth and opportunities. Like, they were opportunists. Okay? They don't have that self-expression, so it wouldn't have hit the same if they would have took credit for it anyway. Because what's important is that you can copy somebody, but you cannot steal their creativity. So then you look at the king with the control reversal of fortune. That's this motherfucking liar. It's like the sword is like bitten off right here. They need to bite they should have just bitten their own tongue until it bled, because what's underneath that is the miser. Inflexible, stubborn, arrogance, just not wanting to compromise. They didn't want to see fit. It was their way or the highway. Difficult decisions, a lack of direction. Like, who do I trust? Like, it's just like we're offered so many different pieces of advice from all different directions. That's what this card is too. This person lacked direction. They don't have a mind of their own. It could be a whole goddamn flunky or follower. The puppeteer. Like, somebody played this person like a tune. Explanation and apology. Somebody do need to apologize to you for making you feel like you was doing something wrong. Somebody's new beginning includes a baby. It was supposed to be with that person, but it didn't end up being that person. It's like, if you look at it, you got the Hierophant and the Emperor, which typically would be the Emperor and the Empress. But the Empress is in the position of the Hierophant, because they're leading. I feel like the assignment, this part of it kind of piggybacks off the last reading. The assignment is to lead people out of that dark magic shit, out of the manipulation of dark magic, that enslaved mindset period, where you don't have to fall for shit like that no more. You came in and was this person's karma, because you got the Magician in reverse. That is a trickster, magic practicing faggot. Sorry. No derogatory terms on YouTube, but I mean it. With the Justice in reverse, the Emperor in reverse. No integrity, vile, vulgar, tyranny, abusive. Name one thing this person said to you out of maybe professionalism that they said that wasn't abusive to your overall well-being. Don't worry, I'll wait. And then what's underneath all of that? The twins. Self-protection, dual nature. Yin yang. Duality. This person hasn't moved into unity conscious yet. So you could be exposing how they've been, what has been making them so successful thus far is fake. Obviously, if it's egotistical, if he's in a reverse, all this is egotistical. So you're way more mature. This is Taurus energy to an Aries energy in reverse, or Scorpio energy in reverse. And the twins is here. This person has to mature. They're in the Knight of Wands energy. They're just cocky because of their attention. They don't really value what they have going for themselves. So they're losing it. Or they're losing it now because they crossed the line with you. They didn't do right by you. But it was already pre-written that they were not going to do right by you. So it's like, you got to go back. This person feel like a clown. You dig? Because they weren't mature enough to make a decision like a king. They made a decision like a knight. Meaning leaving all the accountability on you. You took all the accountability, so all the honor should be on your side too. And all the punishment for the errors of judgment should not be on you. We're going to take that off that person's scale and put it on yours. You got to go back. So what does that mean? It means it's twice as challenging, because the world, it's a cycle. You graduated from it. It's no need for you to go back through it. You did what you were supposed to do. This person has yet to learn the lesson from trying to take shortcuts and take the easy way out of everything. So now it's twice as hard now. You're going to be twice as poverty stricken, or reversal of fortune is going to be twice as much now. Inflexible, you're going to be twice as stubborn now. You're going to be twice as, your intuition's blocked. The cups are in the reverse. That's a blocked intuition. You're going to be twice as scary now, because the Emperor in reverse is not, that is no follow. That's like, I'm not I'm not gonna do what I say. I'm just gonna lie still, cheat my way out of every fucking thing, and think somebody's gonna like want to work with you. The twins, like all this taught him exactly who you are, Gemini. And you know how they say Gemini is the twins, but all this experience taught him exactly who you are. And he realized that. That's why initially, look, babies, initially, let's pull this back over and put this back together. This week, y'all came out together, but y'all not aligned yet. You see how initially I said he looked dumb. That was like really when you put this together, it channels his energy. It shows how stupid he looked publicly, because that is a public platform. So you put this right here with him, that's public humiliation. Like people see this person looking crazy. Okay? And then moving this back over to you. Move this back over to you. You look successful and honorable. You dig what I'm saying? That's doing God's work. Even, excuse me. And that's public knowledge too. That's notoriety. Like you got your respect. That's a victory. Not to mention all the you got a lot of successful cards on your side. And the priest came out twice for you. That's what a Hierophant is. It's like a priest. So that's on your side. Like you have a creative way of teaching. So whatever you're doing now, I feel like that was manipulated. It had everybody against you for a minute. And God set that record straight. Or the person got exposed for lying. And this person don't understand like what my party tricks always work on everybody. But it didn't work on you. But now that they think about it, it's like the only clarity they got is the clarity of knowing who you are and why it didn't work. And the clarity they got is this is heightened because of this person. But because I went the other way, now it's blocked again. Put two and two together. Your intuition's blocked. Your math isn't. Like you can put two and two together and figure it out. Like, oh shit. That was you played yourself. Like you hung yourself out to dry. That's your twin. That you did that to. Now you got to come back and apologize. Now you got to go back and make that right. Because a lot of this message is like you got to publicly, and it's public. So people saw you lie. They found out that you lied. You lost respect. Because you had people going for a minute as to why things were happening for this person the way they did, all the while you was the mastermind behind it. Trying to sabotage it, trying to steal. Okay? Now that people see you for a clown or a crazy person, I gotta go back and apologize to save my image. It still feels like you're only doing it to save your image, or the embarrassment is so much, the humiliation is so much, that after a while of dealing with that shit, that situation is going to teach you some patience, because you ain't going to be able to come back right away and just apologize and everything's going to go back to normal. Absolutely not. You're going to have to learn patience. You have to wait and sit in that humiliation for a minute after taking the wrong advice, because you was held back by fear. So after sitting in that for a while, you're going to be so grateful to be able to apologize or have a chance at doing it right. I bet you won't fuck that shit up again. So I do feel like there is a go around again, but not for a while. This person they may have a go around again. And what's interesting is you got the queen, determination and sacrifice. Like you left her to do that shit by herself because you turned your back on your person. So now that was your reversal of fortune, trying to sacrifice yourself. That's why it don't work. Secrets, running away from your problems, like it's crazy. You don't learn like that. Running away from your problems. You have to face them. Trying to run back into the cage when the queen opened the cage for you to get out, you ran back in it. What the hell? Unseen potential, hesitation, fear. Unseen potential. They want to act like it was you. They didn't see you clearly. They do now. Okay? Because you are the perfect mirror for this person. They see themselves clearly. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That fortune that you have, that public success, is just as much yours, Gemini, as it is his. So it's not like he lost his position because he lost his position. Your success is still your success. It's just that y'all are supposed to work together. Y'all supposed to come together for something. But he's got to pay for the fact that he didn't do you right. He got to learn a whole nother lesson, and it's going to be twice as hard. The crumbling. What are you still clinging on to? Keepers of earth. You're not alone, right? Ancient ancestors stand beside you. I'm proud of you, Gemini. Look, don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light to fit in? This is a punishment for being a flunky. Longing for home. Belonging. The original light workers. I don't think this person realized he's an original light worker just like you. That's why the twins is here. He didn't recognize that within himself. It took that you are the lesson. You don't come in until it's time for change. So all that was sacrificed, or he tricked himself out of, was his tranquility. With the I bring peace with me wherever I go, the mental clarity, creativity. That's all blocked with the magician. The cups are in reverse, and the justice. The physical healing, the grounding, the psychic guidance. He don't have all that. He said he compromised it all without realizing it. Like, that's expensive to keep that. Like, you need it. Everybody needs it. And when it was time for him to connect with his ancestors, or he connected with your ancestors, it's like, no. No. You don't get to connect where you don't feel like you fit in. You have to know your place to fit in, to know where you fit in. You have to know yourself. Trying to fit, it just seemed like somebody was trying to fit societal norms, and that is just so unnatural. He's a non-conformant in spirit and a conformant egotistically, because that's what he felt like earned him money. So he had a government institutionalized. When I say government, he's institutionalized. He think like the government. They're not doing you no favors. They steal everything. That's what they do. They cultural appropriate. Nobody cultural appropriates more than a government. Okay, stealing off of cultures, off of all the different cultures, taking things. What does the thesaurus say? Every word in there is derived from the Latin term of etc. Okay, he's wanted to flip out. Nourish your temple. No, still wanted to come out and sync with the moon. So someone could be 51 years old or 38 years old. 51 could break down to a 6. Someone could be menstruating right now with sync with the moon, your cycle. But sync with your intuition. Nourish your body. Your body will tell you how you're doing, where you need to work out at. And wait, postpone, say no, be patient. Don't force things to happen when you want them to. Let things unfold when you in the water. But you're not ready. You're not ready to accept this person back. Okay? And you have every right to go through this whole experience. Is this part of the experience? You kind of need a break from what this like somebody dragged you through the mud a lot. And you didn't know it was them. You had an intuition, but you didn't really know it was them the whole time, like purposely doing that to you. Why were they purposely doing that? Release the petals. Transformation, death, and rebirth, shedding all change. Because their ego, something with the ego, jump in. Adventure, say yes to change. This person saw you as a threat to their ego. remind you, they bit their own damn tongue, their own sword, to the point of being so controlling and inflexible and stubborn and difficult to work with because they listen to everybody who's wrong, everybody who appeased their ego. So they used to be a bunch of kiss asses sitting around them, sitting in their face, patronizing them all day. They don't have real friends around them. You showed up as a real friend and told the truth. They thought they were supposed to execute you because you weren't supposed to talk to them like that. Bitch, what? Come on now. You a real person. Called soul gifts and training. It was time to step up. You made this person feel like a punk that he is. It ain't that you made him feel like one, it's just you addressed the fact that he is one. Damn. That's what it is. And now he's trying to address the person that made him feel like a punk by doing that sneaky underhanded shit. Or just the fact that he's a punk for what he did to you. Or she's a punk for what she did to you. But this is a man. And a woman in a man's place. That's harsh. Some about it is giving harsh. But you kept going. Baby steps. Action, follow your intuition before it even makes sense. I don't think that was both of y'all. Obviously, the sun is illumination. Your happiness pissed off their demons. Joy and enjoyment, life force, success, a lot of success, because you got the Six of Wands. That's more Leo energy, vitality, and play. He didn't know. This person did not know how to be happy for you. And then when I split the deck, fuck. I'm sorry. Defenseless, righting past wrongs, uprooting. Now he remember who you are, or surrendering to who you are. The Holy Grail. Stop the endless searching. Inner quest. Go within. Searching for external validation. That's the problem. That's why he tried to steal from you, because he thought by taking your resources he would make him more powerful, and you not be able to catch up to him for justice, to try to correct it, because it's obviously something he knows about you that he admires. It's just a little distorted in how he handles it. He tried to fuck it up like he did. He was ambitious and trying to ruin it, so you couldn't come after him or couldn't approach him or address him in a certain way. That's why it looked like that. It looked real lopsided, like this one's publicly humiliated while this one's getting all the accolades. But that was the energy you put out there. That's the energy you get back. You babies, new beginnings. Ten of Swords. Clarified by the Magician and the Upright. Somebody tried to steal your gifts, or tricked your person into trying to steal your gifts by manipulating his ego. That's what it sounds like to me. Hope. That's like optimism. Now, you don't get nowhere being pessimistic. The Star and freedom. And on the bottom is the Fool. Hope. That's major arcana. Like, that's major faith. Celebration. But throw me some for celebration. That's a lot. Oh, no, it's not. The Moon and the King of Pentacles. Cancer, Virgo energy. Abundance. Two of Swords and the Strength. Everything, all this was positive, is coming to light. I'm doing right. Excuse me, y'all. I gotta sneeze again. Hold on. all this, what this reading is looking like, no matter how many positive cards you have on your side, this reading, alhamdulillah, this reading shaped up to be what was in the dark, what was being taken or attempted to work against you in the dark. Who was attempted to work against you in the dark? You was too strong. This keep wanting to tell me, like the cards, the way the cards are coming out, it keeps wanting to say what this person did to you. You don't know all of what this person did to you behind the scenes. Okay? And that's what it keeps saying. Ten of Swords, Magician. That's a portrayal, like a big ass portrayal. Okay? With the swords, that's challenges, that's communication, that's somebody who you intuitively knew this person was turning their bed. This person was leaving you out to dry with the Magician and the upright for you. With new beginnings, Ten of Swords, new beginnings. Like they're trying to steal something from you and take it elsewhere. Hope. You had the star and the chariot. You kept going in blind faith and optimism. Everything that was deemed weak is why you got all major arcanas here with hope. And then even on the card, it has abundance in the back with the tree. And you kept going. They moved forward with a bitch named Hope. Or they started something new with somebody else out of naivety or lack of faith. Celebrating under the moon. Secretly celebrating your demise. Not just your demise, but celebrating with everyone or anyone away from you. That I told you, this goes back to somebody stole something from you. Inheritance from you of any kind, whether spiritual and or tangible. This is giving me spiritual and tangible with the moon and the King of Pentacles. You dig? They were smiling in your face and celebrating against you, away from you. And the abundance with the Two of Swords, like trying to create confusion. You got two cards out here trying to apologize. With them trying to apologize. Okay? But the strength is integrity. But they was weak and egotistical, weak-spirited and cowardice for trying to do this shit to you. Trying to steal your abundance. Trying to confuse you to take from you. And it didn't work. Something about it didn't work. Like it was supposed to be a nail in the coffin and it didn't work. Because you got this card. I don't think I've ever drew this card. And you got it today. Okay? Your creativity is exposing, gradually exposing, and everything is gradually being returned back to you. So these are opportunities that could have been took from you. They're being returned back to you. All this is somebody who attempted to come between you and your twin. What does this mean when you hear people say that? It's a response. It's an assignment that's based off of your higher self, your higher consciousness. It's not like boring to uplift humanity by focusing on yourself first. You're supposed to teach a person to do the same thing if they were not already doing it. But you got a hate train right here, and it's being exposed that everything that everybody hated about you was a lie. People are actually in love with you when they realize who you really are. Maybe it's a glamour spell that wore off. Because look, at the top of the deck, you got the Lovers. There you go. You took a different path. You didn't bite the apple, and you trust your intuition, so you weren't manipulated by snakes. And there go your Queen of Cups and the Upright. And your Wheel of Fortune by chance. Okay? You walked out on faith, and by chance, you do have new beginnings, hope, celebration, and abundance because of your faith. You do. You don't see it coming though. Or now you have it. But these experiences was meant to teach you something. You are the Holy Grail. For teaching, like people teach you. You teach You teach people how to go within. People teach you how powerful you are, but by the way that they buck up against you. That's it. That's why. That's why all this is happening. See what I'm saying? Duality. And last but not least, somebody has the bold audacity to feel sad that they got to go back. You got to go back. Wow. Ancestors. Yeah, you take it serious what was passed down to you from your ancestors and pure celeste. Solar feminine and your Queen of Pentacles. It keeps talking about your abundance. It's hard to take from you what was authentically passed down to you from generation to generation. People want to connect with you. They send men to connect with you, even procreate with you. At least they did that in the past. Because they want your royalties. You see that? They want your abundance. That's fertility. See that rabbit right there in the picture? You're very wealthy. If you don't feel it, if you don't see it tangibly yet, you will. Because this is like my Queen of Pentacles right here. Solar feminine. Strong intuition and a warrior. That's somebody who don't come to play, man. Solar feminine is the queen of doing their shadow work. That makes her like more powerful. Okay, like you solid on your feet. They don't catch like you like smooth with it in a way where you can float in the air, but you're very fucking grounded. Just don't believe the hype. Like you're not off kilt like people try to play around with you about. No, that's not you. Gemini, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe because somebody has to go back. You on the next phase of your spiritual journey. Keep going. You did a great job. You faced your North Node. All that you love is more important than all that you fear. I don't even feel like you have fears except God or something. You know, every cell in my body is conscious and communicates with each positive thought I have. It's just that you're better at counteracting the psychic attacks. That's why it was heavy emphasis about the snowflake crystal. It's about psychic healing, physical healing too. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.